Should be recording. No. There it is.
Hey, it gave a little timer. This is high.
We got a remote.
We do got a remote. Hi, guys.
Hi. Alright. Is it crooked?
I think so.
Yeah, it looks a little crooked. Damn it.
Better?
Yeah. Yay! We did it! So, if you don't understand the topic of our video yet, we will be talking about a very serious discussion, and if you can't handle serious discussions, or if you've seen too many injustices happen in your life to where your heart or your mind just can't take it anymore at this point, you are 100% free to skip this video because this will be a very serious topic that we will be discussing. And in the next video, we'll make sure to have something fun and lighthearted for all of you.
Most definitely. This is our trigger warning. We've been taking a break, obviously. It's been a very long month. A lot of things have been going on. If you aren't aware of it, you probably don't watch the news or live under a rock because social media posts it everywhere. COVID is keeping us at home, quarantined.
It was.
It was, anyway. It disappeared.
Yeah, apparently.
I've been having a lot of personal things going on in my life. Miracle's been taking a little
Hiatus.
yeah, that.
Oh, we also got some nectarines here that lovely aunt chopped up.
We've got nectarines, we've got some cherries,
And then some strawberries.
for lack of a better word, the inspiration for this video.
I'm sorry, there's a bug on the bag. I wanted to move it.
We're outside and she's concerned about a bug on a bag.
Oh, yeah.
The inspiration for this video is sadly due to, I can't even really call them an acquaintance because we haven't really been talking and we haven't really been friends for a really long time. But it seems like anytime a person of color has something to say about an injustice, there's always that one person who you assume is good in your squad has something to say about your feelings. You know what I mean? So when I go on social media, which isn't very often, I tend to post things that have to do with how I'm feeling about a situation. Try to spread some kind of education to those who may not know, not to be an up-noser type of person, just to educate. But yeah, if you don't know, then now you know, because that's just how I am type of person. I'm a person who likes to base things off of facts, not feelings. So when I posted what I posted, this person who I hadn't talked to in years found it necessary to message me about what I should be feeling. I'm gonna insert these messages periodically throughout the video, so feel free to pause and read by yourself, but I will be also reading them aloud, mainly to get my full reaction to these messages, because part of me feels like I might be overreacting, but another part of me is like, nah, bruh.
I feel like if you're really gonna, hear someone's injustice that happened to them, and then be like, oh, well, that's not that bad, you should get over it, then you're kind of a dick already. So, just saying.
So, a lot of people who start off these videos when they have something going on with another person, they're like, oh, well, I was hesitant to film this or make this video. No! I was not! I just needed to get my thoughts together, make sure that I wasn't coming out of a place of anger, cool myself down, and be able to put it in the best words that I could think of in the best form of expression that I could put it out there in. So I took some notes, so if you see me looking down a little bit, I'm looking at my laptop to make sure that I get and go over everything that I want Myra to react to and that we're going to go over. One, I would like to say that we are not this close. We are not that close. We have not been this close. You know when you get that feeling when you're around somebody and you want to like them and you genuinely do care about their well-being, but there's something in the back of your head or in your gut that's just like, there's something about this person.
I can't trust you fully yet.
Yes. I had known this person for a decade plus. That feeling never faded. It wasn't like I didn't like this person, that I didn't care about this person, that the feelings that I had towards this person were fraud. I just never fully trusted this person. Mainly because they're the type of person who their actions and their words never really line up. There's always something about, and that just always rubs me the wrong way about a person. It's like, if you can always say something, but you can't always do it, I can't rely on you, so I kind of fall back, or I look at you funny.
Yeah.
And that's just what this person was and always has been in at least my life, and at least in whatever you want to call a friendship, if that's what it even was. I also want to say, before I go even further with this story, that there was attempts on my end to hang out, make phone calls, invitations, wedding invitations, birthdays, all that jazz, baby showers, to get along, to get closer, to get to know this person. The connection just never really grew past what it was. But I'm going to throw this in there. It may sound a little shady. They always found the time to be there for this other person. Now, this is a clique of 3 that I'm talking about, and I always felt like the outsider, but when it came to this person, no matter what, they're always there. But when I need this person, they ain't there. Work comes up, something else always comes up. They're out of town, they're doing this, and they're always that, but no matter what, they always find time to be there for this other person.
So you're separating it from like A, B, and C. So like your C, A is always there for you, but B is like, you know what, I can't do that, but I'm always there for A, not you.
Yes.
Alright, so yeah. Sounds so cliquish, like high schoolish.
It is.
When you put it like that.
To give this person some kind of credit, they did ask me up front, because I'm a very, you ask me, I'm going to tell you how I feel kind of person. And they did ask me a long time ago, I get the feeling you don't like me. And I told this person, no, it's not that I don't like you. I like you. If I didn't like you, you would know.
Yeah.
I'm just, I like you as of now. But, I mean, that's that little bit of credit that I'm going to give this person. This person will get a few points, but they'll diminish when you hear these stories. I'm going to get to them, I promise. I'm hungry. Okay, so like I mentioned before, with everything that's been going on, what month are we in? June? Late June,
yeah.
Mid-May, basically all this damn year so far. There's been a lot of ups and downs. Recently, it should be known to everybody about the racial issues that are going on, triggered by another unnecessary killing of a black man. We all know his name, George Floyd. Same. You know his name. It sparks a lot of debates within friends who you assume are allies with, and if it sparks that kind of a debate, then they ain't really an ally. I post some things, and these are the things that I posted. I'm going to put somewhere. You might not see our faces anymore, but I'm going to post it. Okay, so my first post was a repost that Kenny JD did. And I really liked the post. I really was able to resonate with it, so I screenshotted it, and I put it as my story. And this was directed at people who were trying to use the "what about black on black crime, but y'all not ready for that conversation"
I remember that on your story.
kind of post. This person goes,
I'm ready to have that conversation. If you can assume that every white man who commits a crime against a black man is racially motivated, wouldn't it have to be true then that you can assume that when a black man commits a crime against a white man, that is also racially motivated?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
That thought process is racist. More black people are in jail because they commit more crimes. That's not a racist statement. It's a fact. I have numbers to back it up. Oh my god. Do you think black men shouldn't go to jail for their crimes because they're black? Why isn't the 20-year-old man who beat the shit out of an elderly
they found it necessary to reply to the next story. This one was a repost of Charlemagne the God. If you don't know him, get to know him. He's a smart dude. He's a host of the Breakfast Club. And this is what he posted. This is how this person replied.
It means to stop seeing the world through the lens of race. You see a black man who has been killed by a white man. I see an innocent man killed by a corrupt police officer. Those are two different things.
Do you really believe that this man was innocent by the justice? You don't give a shit about innocence. That's how I think story knowing because I have so much tea about this girl that I've been told that I won't spill because I'm not gonna be messy right now. But girl, get some therapy. We all know the real reason you're a Trump supporter. We all know the real reason you say all lives matter. You got you.
I don't even know why this is even a discussion. Oh my God. When it's been explained so many times that Black Lives Matter doesn't mean that we are the only lives that matter. It literally means our lives matter too. And in a corrupt system to where we are racially targeted, why is it even something to say to be like all lives matter? So many examples have been given as to why that whatever phrase is so inappropriate. One example is my leg is hurt, and I'm saying my leg hurts, and then some dumbass walks up and is like, yeah, but all limbs matter. I'm aware of that, but right now mine is hurt. It needs attention. Pay attention to it. What was the other one? Oh, this one hit hard. This one hit home. When they were like, can you imagine being at a funeral for your child and you're talking about how great your child was, and someone stands in the crowd and goes, yeah, but all children are great. You see how crazy you look? Honestly. I don't understand why that's such a hard concept for people to like get through their mind. I try not to be a very combative person. I'm really working on that. So I let Myra read the church tradition one, and she was like, don't waste your time on it. I just said, Kay, don't leave it alone. I heard her ass. That's what I do whenever I have conflict with someone that I know has a mentality of just being like, I'm right, I'm always right. Whenever I'm like talking to someone like that, I'm just like, hey, okay. You be wrong. Like seriously. Right? I'm not wasting my energy or my time to prove to you as to why you're wrong. Because you don't know how to read a book. Even in my old fucking sociology class, they would tell you about this. This is a little off topic, but it reminds me of something. Basically, I was having a conversation with this person about why people can be a different gender. Because gender and sex don't equal anything. And so they're still stuck on this mentality, oh, well, once you're born a female, you're still female for the rest of your day of life, and then all this vulgar language, and I'm just like, bruh, no. It's not even just Google that tells you this stuff. Like, read a book. Learn it, literally. Learn the fundamentals of our society before you try and dictate what's right and what's wrong. Back on topic. So instead of what I should have done was just move to that K, I did my long ass rant. I got a lot of ears in here, by the way. I apologize. I was frustrated. Extremely. I would be frustrated too. Trying to get my point across as fast as possible. Okay, so if you don't see the problem now within this video, if you don't see the problem and if you're in the middle of typing your rant and leaving a comment that's like, well, you matter, blah, 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 just know instantly you will be blocked. Like, I'm not playing that bullshit. You think all lives matter? Exit right there. Anyway, it's just a dumb thing to say. It is. It really is. So I said, what hasn't been statistically proven? Time and time again, the reason behind the numbers of black men and minorities are racially motivated due to an already corrupt system. This level of ignorance from you truly blows my mind. I honestly hope they expected better from you, of all people. Unfortunately, that black man who beat the elderly is an absolute tragedy. However, when a white man is threatening an officer with an axe and gets no gun drawn on him, a white make it about like white versus black, and it's not. It's just bad people. And I'm like, I get that, but it's been statistically proven it's race related. Like, bruh, you can't argue with that fact. It is what it is.
I understand a part of why you are upset. It's not even just that. It's more of it's some of the facts that it's just like they think that you're so stupid and so dense that you believe everything that you feel. That you don't question it and that you don't do your research. Like if someone treated you like that for years, they never showed any act of friendship or empathy or any kindness to you at all, to be honest, wouldn't you be this stupid? And that's exactly where this is all coming from.
The point that I was trying to make with this person is when I said I'm. Oh my god, yeah. The point I was trying to make with this person is to express my disappointment is because they actually had family members with color, like black family members in their family. And it just brings me back to the drunken conversation to when I was mentioning their words don't match up with their actions. Quick story time. Bestie and this person went to a bar with somebody I absolutely despise. Because they're just a trash. They're a shady person. They're a I'll be your best friend, but then take your man behind your back kind of person. And have no loyalty kind of person. That fucking person. They went to go hang out with this person. What is the story? This girl from a long time. But anyway,
sorry for that interrupted admission. I need a source to get into the story.
But anyway, so god damn it, Savantras. This girl that I despise was like,
oh my god, I can't stand black men. Black men are so ugly. They're so unattractive.
they're so this, they're so that, out of pocket. Nobody asked her at a bar. Girl just decided to open her mouth and start talking shit. Person I haven't spoken to in forever was like, that's hella up. Why would you even say that? I personally think black men are attractive. They're just people like everybody else. You don't need to start off my mouth like that. To me, I heard that and I was like, yeah. Now that I think about it though, I don't really think this person is more of a supporter. I am starting to think that they are more of a fetishizer. I don't feel like I'm saying it right. Fetish. Size. But you know what I'm trying to say.
She only likes the sexual and not for the actual aesthetic that they produce.
This is important too, this little mini story that I'm throwing in, because they bring it up as an example with their comeback. One other drunken night, this person was talking about how they were arrested one night because they were married to a certain person. So their name matched up with the person who was in prison. And she felt like she was being harassed by the police simply because of that. She was arrested that night, whole big ordeal. She spent one night in the cell, and she basically said she knows how it feels to be black because
she got to choose who she was with. I got to choose who I was with, and because they had a background, I was targeted. Since my choice affected me being targeted, because I got to choose this, like you got to choose being black. Yeah, I know how it feels. I know the struggle. Wakanda. Seriously. That's exactly what
what she said was, I never believed the hype of black people being afraid of the police. I thought it was made up, thought it was bullshit, until that one night that I was arrested and treated like a criminal and thrown in the back of a police car and spent the night in the cell.
I feel like that was the universe trying to teach her a lesson, and she still couldn't get it.
It went, like, bruh. So I said all that, giving it time, hours had passed, and I'm thinking, okay, well maybe they get it, maybe they'll understand, maybe they'll reply with some, oops, my bad, or I'm not coming from a confrontational place, I'm actually trying to have a conversation. The conversation seems to be assumingly aggressive, because this is how it starts.
That was not point trying to help you in any way. Right? I don't think she understands what white privilege is. She automatically thinks it's a financial gain. It's not how that works, honestly. 24/7, that is not how white privilege works. How it works is that you don't have to get followed in a Macy's because of your skin color. That is white privilege. You can antagonize a cop without them actually putting their hands on you. That is well. You can be a KKK member and people will still defend you in saying that you're not a terrorist. You can get a job simply because you're white and get higher pay for the same job. That's it. You don't have to worry about turning in your application to a place that you want to work at and then immediately waiting till you walk out and throwing it in the garbage can. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about not getting a call back for an interview because your name sounds appropriate for American. All of those reasons that we just listed, that's like, I can't. How many times, I wanted to ask you this earlier, how many times has she used that excuse? I grew up without a dad in this whole conversation. Because honestly, I'm going to start using that. Because I also grew up without a dad. Same. I grew up without a dad. It's all your fault. I grew up poor. It's all your fault. What am I supposed to do with this information? Exactly. I have a cousin whose dad was in prison most of the night trying to provide for his family. Am I supposed to relate with you on that level? Or are we supposed to be on the same team with that? Or are you just trying to use it as a weapon in this argument that you're trying to have with me? Where's the level, sis? I ain't on it. And then I don't understand where you get these statistics from because I would like to see it because here are all of mine.
More white people are killed by cops than black people.
Yeah, because there are more white people than black people in the USA. Considering the fact that black people are arrested far more disproportionately than white people for the same amount of crimes, these two stats might actually be related. For weed smoking, for example, black people and white people consume weed at about the same rate, but black people get arrested like 4 times as much as it.
But why?
Because black neighborhoods are over-policed. Let's say you have 2 neighborhoods, white and black, and the black one's a little bit poor. With that being the case, poorer neighborhoods tend to commit more crime, so the police chief says, okay, we're going to direct more resources towards the poor, the black neighborhood. Then, another 5 years roll around, another crime study is done on both neighborhoods. It turns out that in spite of the fact that police are overrepresented in the black community is now committing more crimes, not less crimes than before. The reason for that is because now police are there to catch more crimes. But what that means is more of them are locked up, and it means the community continues its cycle of impoverishment. The over-policing of communities is what contributes to their disproportionate crime committing.
It is crime! It is just crime. My God! Looking right at us. Like, oh my God. It's honestly the funniest thing ever. Claim to be an ally, then do some non-ally shit. How am I supposed to relate, respect, understand, sympathize, care about what anything you have to say? The first thing you do is try and point the finger and not take self-blame. I thought that argument you tried to use with the whole, my family wasn't even in this country. You know slavery began in Europe, right? It began in Europe, major parts of Europe, and then migrated. And even if your family didn't even contribute for like part in the actual slavery, they still contributed from it. You still get leeway from it. You still get benefits from it that trickle down into your life and into your child's life and into your family's life. Just because you were white and poor doesn't mean you didn't have a disadvantage, but you had more opportunities simply because you were white. I'm leaving this here. I'm not here for it. We're not even close to me. You haven't even spoke to me
my guy. But I guess I should have just left it at K. Because I really I wasted my time, my energy, trying to help somebody learn more who doesn't want to learn because she still holds grudge. Because I'm not spilling that tea, but you already know what's on my mind. It's sad though because I actually had genuine respect for this person. I cared for this person. I still wish nothing but the best for this person. But it's like you're not going to go anywhere, and I hate to see you fraud out here because you think you know everything, and nobody can tell you any different. Okay, one thing that really irritated me, I do remember hanging out with you, B and A, I guess. I forgot what order it goes. I do remember hanging out with you, B and A once, and you guys were getting wasted as always. And, well, not as always. You're not an alcoholic, but you know what I mean. Anyway, you guys were having fun drinking wine or whatever, and she, out of nowhere, starts talking about race and politics, and I'm just like, if you know that you don't agree with this subject with someone else, why the f*** are you gonna bring it up? Because I will buy you it. It was one of those conversations. It wasn't mad disrespectful though. It was false facts. Mad disrespectful. Like she's saying, and it was just like, why are you even talking about something you really don't know about? Literally, Aunt over here she just had to laugh away because she knew how stupid it was, and she didn't want to get into it. And I was so upset. I was like, I don't know, like maybe 17, 18. I was so upset at this. Person A had to literally get me some chocolate so I wouldn't go off on person B. She started throwing chocolate at me so I would not go off on person B because I was so pissed off at the idiocracy and the blatant disrespect that I was hearing right to my face. It was more of a, even though you have been discriminated so many times in the past, you don't deserve shit. You don't deserve anything. You don't matter. It was one of those. This person comes off as a very, like, to me, it's fake ass, kumbaya type shit. Like, everybody's everybody. Race doesn't really matter. Just to be like, until it does matter. Until it does matter. Y'all commit the most crimes. I got facts. That's what it is. Bye. And you're like, no, baby. Who told you these lies? Anyway, the camera's about to die. Sorry for this lengthy ass video and our wonderful ass story. We're like 40 minutes deep. Thank God for editing. And thank you guys for hanging with us and chilling with us. If you like this video, go ahead and leave us a big fatty fat like, share, comment, unless you're an all lives matter. Go downstairs. Keep going down. And then keep going downstairs a little more further. Then knock on the red door. And there's some help. So go there. That's so bad. Bad bitches. What? I can't even do my damn sign yet. You caught me off guard. Goddammit. Do you want to drive around? And talk about more topics? While we're recording today to make it like a today. Oh, are you trying to turn it off? Yeah.